It's Madden NFL 24.
And the question is, are you ready for some football?
It's the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears.
And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is upon us. It is kickoff weekend around the NFL. Our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina, and Denver. And then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
They'll start out here with the option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Komet.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, 46 yards. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Second down and 3.
Now Wilson.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep, Trent Taylor. That's taken on the 25. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This taken in right around the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Throwing now is Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's third down and 3.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll look to throw.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's first down.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Wilson going to throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Bears 14.
Boy, you want to talk about guts? Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Back to throw. Fields. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice